Hello, my friend. Welcome to my lecture. In this lecture, we'll process open protocol development. It will be good, I believe it. So, okay, I made this lesson last time, so which is 2 weeks ago. You can think like that. It's now I'm sharing. So, like after 2 weeks, I'm sharing it. Let's start for the open protocol development. This is last topic, and after that we'll go programming part. Okay, the many protocols powering the internet are standardized and open, but what does that actually mean, and why is it so important? The need for standardization. Okay, let's look for it. Networking protocols describe how computers can communicate with each other. Let's imagine a world before the internet protocols existed, which is an example. A world where one computer wants to send a message to another computer. Computer A sends this 2 byte message, which is this one. I will give you one important message here to understand what's going on. If you see end of this bit, which is eighth bits, that's zero, this means it is number. If if it happened like one, it will be strings. But if it happened zero, it will be number. Computers are communicating like that. Okay? Don't forget it. So I mean this one is number here. So that message represents the two letters pi encoded into binary using UTF-8 standard. Unfortunately, computer B thinks that it's receiving a number and it interprets the message as the decimal number 18,537, which is using hi, like that, string. Let's look here. Then this one is tagging number like that. Okay, what does mean generally like that? Let's come down. Okay, yeah. Each of the computers may be following a protocol about how to communicate, but they are not following the same protocol, so their attempt at communication fails. Well, that's why standardization is so important for the technologies powering the internet. When computers agree about the way in which they'll send messages to each other, they can understand the messages they receive. That's the way. For example, the two computers could agree to follow a simple protocol where first byte indicates the type of data, which is I told you string or the number it will represent there that's being sent. A first byte of like 0000000 indicates a number, and a first byte of if it ends or like one, it will be string, like indicates a string of letters. That's good. Now, computer A can now send this message like a string. I told you this one is one here. Did you see this one? The one. Now it means it's string. So no matter this place, just because here we have 3 byte, which is the first byte, much important. With what started? So this one is one. It means like string. Okay. So uh, I will check my ear plug. I think it's finished. Well, if it's finished, I will continue with the normal way. If my sound's still coming good, let's check it. Yeah, I will do it. Sorry. Um, I'm just trying to check it. Sorry, just for be sure about sound. If everything is good, I will continue. So, okay, I will continue, but I don't know if it is very good. Anyway, just close it. I cannot check now the sound of the microphone. It will be a problem. I mean, yeah, I hope it works good because my earplug charge finished. For that, I cannot understand my sound is coming or going. So you can check the window. I mean, you can see in screen everything. Okay. Computer B receives the message, checks the first byte to discover what type of data in the message, and then successfully decodes the rest of the message. It means that the computer successfully communicated. Okay, let's come down. No, it's saying hi. I told you this one is ends of the one. It means like string. Once this protocol is written, sorry, now I will stop because there's some sounds coming here. This protocol is written up in a document, and other network administrators agree that it is a sensible protocol. That protocol is considered a standard. Any two computers could follow that standard to communicate with each other, not just the original two computers. The internet protocols are quite a bit more complicated than that simple protocol, of course, as there are many details to document about the complex process of communication across different types of device. This is another point. The importance of being open. So, okay, an open, non-proprietary, proprietary. So, protocol is one that is not owned by any particular company and not limited to a particular company's products. The protocols in the internet stack are open so that any computing device can follow the protocol to join the global network. You don't need to ask for permission to follow the protocols. You don't have to buy particular hardware to, and you don't need to pay money to the company that created the protocol. So you simply need to read the standard and make sure the computing device follows that standard correctly. By contrast, some communication protocols are proprietary. As an example, Skype is a voice calling application which uses its own proprietary protocol to send and receive voice calls. The Skype protocol is not publicly described anywhere in the Skype application. Is closed source, right? It's very bad. That makes it very hard to anyone besides Microsoft, the owner of Skype, which is I will call the man which is Bill Gates, just open it like do open source. Anyway, the owner of Skype to develop applications that can send or receive Skype calls. Okay, here one point. The creators of the internet made the protocols open on purpose when serve co-author so of the TCP/IP, which is like helper protocols, which is TCP transmission control protocol. When you send message, it's just acknowledgement and doing some stuff like to be sure I was going things IP. So it's living in IP. Protocol said this about their development. The theory we had is that if we just specify what the protocols would look like and what software you needed to write, anybody who wanted to build a piece of internet would do that and find somebody who would be willing to connect to them. Then the system would grow so organically because it didn't have any central control, and that's exactly what's happened. Okay, now let's look open standard specifications. Okay, for every protocol that is both standardized and open, there is publicly viewable document describing the protocol, often called a specification. Was it this 88-page long specification and scheme of five sections? So, which as you can check in Google, so this there you will see the specification about it. So HTTP. But just internet engineers knowing how these things works. All programs cannot understand also these things. For that, just I'd like to I would like you to understand me about that. What specifications are overwhelming for you as that was for me. Specifications are not written for the average web user. They're not even written written for the average software developer. They are written for engineers that are developing new applications built on top of the protocol and need a deep understanding of how things should work. The point here, yeah. Specifications can change over time. Sometimes there are minor errors that need to be fixed, but other times major updates are needed to further clarify behavior or describe a new feature. The digit, like the official TCP transmission control protocol specification, was written in 1981 or 1981. So and has since accumulated 39 corrections and for multi-page specifications clarifying the protocol. These days, the specifications for the Internet protocols are maintained by the Internet Engineering Task Force, which is IETF. So they are controlling these things. The IETF is an open standards committee that comes out with the refinements to exciting protocols and propose entirely new protocols. The committee is made up of representatives across the internet industry and is open to participation by anyone who has options about opinions about how the internet should work. The languages of the World Wide Web are also open standards with online specifications. The HTML living standard is maintained by the WhatVG community. CSS has managed specification and is maintained by the V3C, W3C, or something like that. JavaScript is based on the HTML script. So standard all you can check in Google, okay? This is so JavaScript is programming language, CSS just helping to design things like with the colors and doing some stuff, HTML like body of the text or things, okay? The Internet Standards Community, communities aim to create standards that reflect the diverse needs of the applications running on top of the Internet and document those standards in clear specifications that allow any competing device to communicate and collaborate online. Okay, the things now you should understand. So why I explained these things to you? This is much important to understand which applications are not like open. There is no some advertisement, so not like there's no explaining for what how we did it. Like you cannot understand like what's going the the instructions part or the last thing like infrastructure, right? So you cannot understand what's going basic on it. Like, okay, if you develop web pages in HTML, CSS, JavaScript, what do you find difficult to do? If you could propose an extension to those languages that would make web development easier, what would it be? Okay, right now the topic finish. Now, what we will do, we'll solve problems, we'll understand, and we'll clarify all these things, and we will be ensure to go another step, which is the quiz. After quiz, so not now. So I will make this another video for the quiz. So let's solve this one. In the field of computer networks, what is a protocol? Okay, computer networks, the key point, protocol. Document a set of rules that describe the behavior of device in the computer network. A user that has, not that. A special style of programming language, no, it's not that. A compressed data format used, no. This one, sorry, the A is the correct answer here. Document a set of rules that describe the behavior of devices in the computer network. Yeah, that one is true. Let's calm down. Another question. Which of this is a requirement for computing device to access the internet, I think, right? This is a little long point, maybe. Right. The first saying the ability to connect what computing device to another. So okay, to understand what's going on here. What's going here? Just look again. Which of this is a requirement for a computing device to access to the internet? Computing device to the internet. So there will be some connection, right? Each other. So it's saying the ability to connect that computing device to another internet connected device, registration of the device with ICANN Internet Corporation for assigned names and numbers. Also, a physical connection that is capable of at least 25. It's not that. It's not really that. Look, computing device to access the internet. What can be? Just think about that. Computing device to access the internet. How you can access the internet. What do you think? Just think about it. You have time. Did you think if you want you can stop video and you can think again and again? Yeah, did you think? If you want stop video like that. Okay, I think you find the best solution for that. Okay, the answer this one. Why? Because the ability to connect that computing device to another internet connected device. This is good. Just think like that. Then you'll find solution because registration of the device with ICANN is really not that, okay? And this one is not true. So just only one. This is the answer. Let's come down. Okay. The following passage describes the internet but contains a missing adjective. Okay, let's check which one is true for this point. The internet is a loosely organized international collaboration of the interconnected networks, even though the competing devices belong a wide range of companies, individuals, and governments. All the devices on the internet can successfully communicate with each other thanks to the nature of blah blah blah. So, thanks to the what? What thanks to the? What do you think? Let's think. I will stop it again. Yes, did you find the solution for that? Appropriate, it's a good point. Like international collaboration of interconnected devices. So interconnected networks and let's say competing devices belong to wide of range companies, individuals and governments. All devices on the internet can successfully communicate means each other thanks to the what? Open. This is the good point. Not this, not this, not another. Okay, for this lesson, it's all. Another lesson will be about quiz, the internet. Last quiz. After that, also we have a unit test. It's finished. Thank you so much for joining. So, if you want, let's go up to finish it. Okay, this is our last topic. We learned about open protocol development. Okay, bye bye.